If you're dieting, you may be able to have that. So we'll learn about that in a second from our ketogenic diet expert, Tara Finnerty, and you're a registered dietitian as well. Yes. You're nationally, maybe even globally renowned for your studies here. You're definitely one of the only keto diet experts here in Utah. Yeah. So we're really curious about the diet. Buddha's always on some diet, and we just need all of the info we can. So first of all, what is the keto diet, and is it healthy and safe for us?
That's a great question. So what the ketogenic diet is essentially we're teaching our body, or the cells within our body, to use fat, ketones, or to rather than glucose or sugar. So that's really, we're tapping into a new fuel source. It's really nothing more, nothing less than that. And so by utilizing fat, a lot of people are feeling more energetic and healthier. It's helping with type 2 diabetes. And it can be safe. It actually is safe. And in fact, it's arguable that keto is a more natural state or a natural fuel to use. And we've kind of silenced it over the last 50 or 60 years. And so we just have to kind of train the cells or our engine of our body to use a new fuel source.
So we're dipping into the fat source and using that as our gasoline instead of the carbs and the sugars and all that.
We have to reduce. We're cutting out refined and processed sugars and carbohydrates, which I think most people can agree with are probably not too healthy. And then the focus really should be on healthy sources of non-starchy vegetables. So we do have to watch out for like the potatoes, corn, and peas that even diabetics have to watch out for because they raise our blood sugar and insulin. And we're going to focus and not count the non-starchy vegetables. So like the leafy greens and you know, Brussels sprouts and broccoli and those things that really don't have an impact. Don't count those towards your carbohydrates that day.
Okay.
And instead, and replace with healthy sources of fat. Try to avoid the processed foods. You can still eat a poor or unhealthy ketogenic diet if you're not focusing on whole fresh food.
So clean eating is the key. And as a registered dietitian, would you recommend keto to somebody who comes to you saying, I need a new way of living, what I'm doing is not working? Is that your first go-to?
I help them, and we talk about it and what it could do for them. Looking at their medical background, I'll also kind of say, is it right for you? I don't think there's a one-size-fits-all to any diet or any way of eating. I think there needs to be some individuality with it.
That's good to know that you would work with them on what they need.
Yep.
So you can have some carbs. Like I have heard that you can't have fruit, but that's probably a myth, right? What are some of the common misconceptions?
Yeah, so they think, well, if it's low carb, then it's no carb, and that's not the truth. You can have some carbohydrate, and in fact, for most people in general, you have to maintain under 50 grams of carb per day total to get into a state of ketosis, just meaning you're burning fat.
I noticed you have some.
So those are what I consider like keto kind of processed foods, but they can be used, and I use these.
Because these are 4 grams of carbs.
They do the carb count
under
for
50.
You. Yeah,
that's good. And all of these products, it seems like there's a lot more products that are keto friendly, like 3 grams on these chips. Of carbs.
You're going to start seeing more products available. You may have, they are a little bit more pricey, but what I like to teach people is that it's not about restricting. It's about replacing. Okay, instead of regular flour, maybe let's play around with almond flour.
So can you have this? What is this?
So this is to show that you can have sweet foods. This is a keto brownie cheesecake.
Wow, what is that sweetened with?
It is sweetened with a sugar alcohol called erythritol, or also found in, like Swerve's one of the brand names. It can be found at any...
does that still trigger insulin production?
No, it does not. Actually, it does not affect blood sugar at all, which is super cool. And it's a natural, not an artificial sweetener.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, and you have a meal suggestion for a keto-friendly meal. I've tried to like build this salad, and
you got a lot of lettuce in there. Maybe I put too much lettuce. So the idea is, what does
just chill out on the lettuce, Amanda. All right.
You're getting your greens in.
Yeah, there you go.
Magnesium and potassium. There you go. You're being really good. You're doing a lot of good magnesium and lettuce. So here's
start putting this in.
Yeah, just start putting in what you want. So this is just like some goat cheese that has low carb, high fat. Most cheeses don't have very many.
Good for us, huh?
Yeah.
Can you eat most cheeses on the keto?
Most cheeses, you do need to check the label, but most of them, they're protein source.
These eggs look great.
And and then so you, depending on what you like, You know,
Cucumbers are okay.
cucumbers are great. All of these foods, they're high in fiber. This is how, you know, a common misconception is it's not enough fiber. Well, I don't know. I would beg to argue with that. Some cabbage. This is actually smoked salmon. If you people like salmon, I put this on my salad, so I too follow a ketogenic way of eating. This actually, that's granola. I'd put that on there and keep that separate.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so you'd rather do
this is kind of would be like a dessert or something. Yeah, just to kind of show what that would probably be around 5 to 7 grams of carb.
What? That's not bad.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we have one more
whipped
second
cream.
here.
Yeah, you can throw that on top. That's whipped cream or the cheesecake.
Did you make it yourself?
I did, again using a sugar alcohol sweetener.
Okay, so avocados are okay. It's not just bacon and butter. Where can people find you, Tara?
So I work at Primary Children's Hospital, and you can reach out. We have dietitian services there, so anybody who needs assistance.
Thank you for this crash course in keto.
Sure.
Sounds like a good deal,
Yeah.
and it probably tastes good too. Let's see what's coming up next.